Think owning a Shih Tzu is all cuddles and cuteness? Think again. These little fluff balls might look like a dream, but they're full of surprises. Some charming, others less so. Trust me, there's a reason why this meme exists. And this one too. If you've already got one, you're probably nodding along right now. But for those of you still thinking about bringing one home, buckle up. Here are 9 things every Shih Tzu owner wishes they'd known beforehand. And don't skip the last one, because it could actually save your dog's life. Number 1. Shih Tzus are smart, but notoriously stubborn. If you think Shih Tzus are all fluff and cuddles, think again. They're incredibly smart, but their stubborn streak often makes them feel like the ultimate negotiators of the dog world. Their intelligence shines through in surprising ways, but it's paired with a stubborn streak as solid as their iconic underbite. As one owner noted, "They are super smart, but boy are they stubborn. My advice is to get a professional who trains you rather than the dog." That's a crucial insight. Shih Tzus often train their humans just as much as their humans train them. That said, consistency is key, and the whole family needs to be on board. Without a united front, your Shih Tzu will exploit every loophole like a canine lawyer. And while they're undeniably wonderful dogs, this breed's independent spirit might overwhelm first-time owners. But if you're patient, persistent, and ready to outwit their adorable antics, a Shih Tzu will reward you with loyalty, and maybe even a few tricks on their terms. Number 2. It's expensive to maintain their coats. Imagine owning a Shih Tzu like having a high-maintenance celebrity roommate. They're adorable, but demand constant pampering. Their luxurious coats require regular grooming to prevent matting, which can lead to skin issues if neglected. However, one thing to keep in mind is that professional grooming sessions typically cost between $50 and $100 each time, depending on your location and the groomer's expertise. In fact, to maintain that signature puppy look, expect to schedule grooming appointments every 6 to 8 weeks. Opting for a shorter puppy cut can extend the time between sessions to about every 3 months. But daily brushing remains essential to keep their fur tangle-free. And remember, regular grooming isn't just about aesthetics, it's crucial for their health. Neglected coats can develop mats that bruise the skin and restrict circulation, especially around sensitive areas like the ears and feet. Plus, Shih Tzus have uniquely shaped legs, so keeping their nails trimmed prevents discomfort and reduces the risk of early-onset arthritis. So in summary, owning a Shih Tzu involves a significant commitment in both time and money. If you can't provide this, you might want to look elsewhere. Number 3. They can be extremely picky eaters. Shih Tzus might actually just be the food critics of the dog world. These little divas are known for their pickiness, especially if they've been spoiled with home-cooked meals or too many treats. In fact, one Shih Tzu owner said, "Mine ignored their dog food because they were so used to homemade meals. I just left the food out, and eventually, they ate when they realized it was their only option." The trick to handling a picky Shih Tzu is consistency and patience. Don't cave into their adorable manipulation by offering endless treats or alternatives. And trust me, they will try. Think of it this way. If you gave a kid a peanut butter sandwich every time they skipped dinner, they'd quickly learn to hold out for their favorite. Instead, stick to a routine. Offer meals twice a day, leave the food down for an hour, then take it away. Adding something enticing like shredded boiled chicken can help, but don't overdo it. And if you're worried about starving your dog, don't worry. Shih Tzus are super smart and will eventually eat when they realize it's their only option. Number 4. Potty training will be difficult. Potty training a Shih Tzu can feel like trying to convince a toddler that broccoli is dessert. They're stubborn, emotionally complex, and have their own ideas about how things should go. In fact, many owners agree that Shih Tzus might just take the crown for being one of the most challenging breeds to housebreak. This is largely due to their independent streak and sensitive nature, which can make the process frustrating without the right approach. Like always, The key is positive reinforcement. Find a training treat that your Shih Tzu absolutely loves and use it as their reward every time they do their business outside. Over time, they'll associate outdoor potty breaks with something good. But here's the golden rule. Never resort to physical punishment or yelling if they have an accident indoors. As one owner warned, this can make your dog fearful of you and could even lead to bladder issues. Patience is your best tool. And with consistency, kindness, and maybe a touch of humor, your Shih Tzu will get the hang of it, even if it takes a bit longer than you'd hoped. Number 5. Most Shih Tzus will be barky. Yes, Shih Tzus might be small in size, but their voices pack a surprisingly big punch. These little watchdogs often have a lot to say, whether it's announcing the mail carrier, commenting on a squirrel's poor life choices, or just expressing their opinion on a passing breeze. But make no mistake, their barky nature isn't about being aggressive. Rather, it's a part of their protective and alert personality. For most Shih Tzus, barking is their way of keeping tabs on their environment. They were bred to be companion dogs, but that doesn't mean they'll sit quietly on your lap all day. Instead, they'll happily inform you of every minor threat they perceive, real or imagined. This trait can be endearing at first, but if left unchecked, it can quickly get out of hand. To manage their chatter, early training is essential. Teach commands like quiet or redirect their attention with a toy or treat. Shih Tzus are smart, so with patience and consistency, you can minimize excessive barking. Just don't expect them to be completely silent. They're far too opinionated for that. Number 6. They love to chew on everything. I like to call Shih Tzus little furry tornadoes with a taste for destruction. That is, they'll chew on anything they can get their tiny teeth on. Shoes, boxes, puppy pads, even their own beds. Nothing is safe from their teething frenzy. One owner even admitted, "My Shih Tzu puppies hardly play with their chew toys." They literally just chew on everything except for their chew toys. It's sometimes so infuriating. Chewing is a natural behavior for puppies, especially when they're teething, but it can also be a sign of boredom or understimulation. Think of it as the canine equivalent of a toddler scribbling on the walls. They need an outlet for their energy. To curb the chaos, make sure your Shih Tzu has plenty of appropriate chew toys and engages in daily activities to tire them out. Puppyhood can be exhausting, but with patience and consistent redirection, you can help your Shih Tzu channel their chewing into more productive habits. Just be sure to puppy-proof your home. Your shoes will thank you for it. Number 7. Shih Tzus will have many dental issues. That adorable Shih Tzu underbite might steal hearts, but it often brings a host of dental challenges along with it. Surprisingly, their small jaws mean crowded teeth, which makes them more prone to tartar buildup, gum disease, and even tooth loss as they age. One owner shared, "Even with regular brushing and yearly cleanings, my Shih Tzus still needed teeth pulled when they got older." Brushing their teeth a few times a week can help, but let's be real, it's not always easy to stick to that routine. If brushing isn't happening as often as it should, plan for yearly professional cleanings to keep their dental health in check. Even with consistent care, many Shih Tzus end up needing teeth extracted later in life due to their natural predisposition. I get it. Dental care might feel like a chore, but it's essential for your Shih Tzu's overall health. So, with that said, a little extra effort will keep those tiny teeth and their signature underbite healthy for years to come. Number 8. Be aware of their eye goop and other eye issues. Those big, soulful Shih Tzu eyes might seem like windows to their adorable little souls, but they come with a catch: constant maintenance. Eye goop and discharge aren't just a cosmetic issue. If neglected, they can lead to irritation, infections, or even injuries. Imagine wearing smudged glasses all day. It's just as uncomfortable for them. Shih Tzus are prone to watery eyes, and regular cleaning is a must. Gently remove any crust or buildup a few times a week to prevent caking around their eyes and nose bridge. As one owner put it, get in the habit of picking out any eye goop or crusties a few times a week. They're happier and smell better without all that mess. Excessive discharge can stem from allergies, dry eye, or just overactive tear production, but your vet can help determine the cause and recommend eye drops if needed. Because their prominent eyes are more susceptible to injuries, ulcers, and other serious issues aren't uncommon. So remember, staying on top of eye care will keep your Shih Tzu looking sharp and feeling even better. Number 9. They can experience breathing difficulties if they push themselves too hard. Shih Tzus might be small and sturdy, but their flat faces come with some unique challenges, especially when it comes to breathing. As a brachycephalic breed, they're prone to respiratory issues, which means overexertion can leave them gasping for air. It's not that they don't enjoy a good romp around the house or an adventurous hike, but they need to know when to take a breather, literally. Signs of overdoing it might include heavy panting, wheezing, or even struggling to catch their breath. Hot or mild weather can make things worse, so it's essential to keep an eye on their activity levels during playtime or walks. Avoid situations where they might overheat and always ensure they have access to fresh water and a cool spot to rest. While Shih Tzus are active, full of energy, and love to play, pacing their activity is key to keeping them safe. So with a little care and moderation, your Shih Tzu can enjoy life to the fullest without running into trouble. Hey, if you enjoyed this, you'll probably love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.